Hey, what's up? It's Wolf472, and today I'm going to show you guys how to create a very basic web page. So first things first, you're going to need to open up Notepad, which is fairly simple to do. You're just going to go on your pad, and boom, click on that. And then you're going to paste in the text that I give you. So first things first, you're going to want to save this file, save as, and I'm going to go to my desktop and then save this as skeleton, whatever. You can save it as whatever you want. .html. So whatever you want to save it as, make sure you have .html at the end. And then just click save. And then you go into your files. You should just see, oh, never mind. Desktop. Should be able to see whatever you called it, skeleton maybe? Yeah, there you go. It's going to come up as Firefox right here. So you're just going to want to open that in Firefox or whatever your default browser is. Okay, here you go. Whatever, that's just the file destination. And then that's that. So yeah, so it's just a blank page because you haven't actually added anything yet. So this will give the name. So if you're going to open it in yeah, it's just the destination, but there should be this tab up here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it should say Wilbur. That's what, right here, that's what this thing modifies. So if we want to say Wilbur for 82. So then you're always going to have to save it because this is where it gets the file from. So do that. Should modify this little tab thing up there. Boom, beautiful. And you're always going to want to open this exact file because you can open it in Notepad and in Firefox. So it has to be the same file open in both, otherwise it won't change anything. Then what you're going to want to do for the next basics, skip this head tag, then go to body. Body is where you enter all your normal text. So it should be like hello. So as always, file, save. Once you have it saved, it should be okay. Boom, reload it, it says hello. So that's a very basic, that's just text. Say you want to make this a heading. Heading 1, H1. And then whenever this part right here, this little part, it's not going to show up in the web page if you have this, which is the closing. These are called tags. So H1 it has to be the same thing, otherwise it's going to make everything in there. So if I put hello, then on the next line I put yippee, whatever. So file, save, you reload it. This is like bold, it's like an actual heading, and this is normal text. So basically with these tags, they apply to everything until you close it off. So say we put that after here instead, and we still wanted to just make that hello bold. Well, that's not going to work because you put it afterwards. Another cool thing about the heading tag, at least, is it's going to create a little line break or a paragraph break. So I'll move it back here. So as you can see, that put that on a new line. So look at that, it's on a new line there. But say, oh, I want to move this down even another one. You're going to have to insert this, BR, break, line break. Then it creates one short little break. It's like pressing enter on a normal keyboard. But when you code something, it doesn't actually read the spaces. So here's an example of that. So say I go down 5 spaces and then I type in whatever that is. It's going to come up right after this E. There's not going to be all these spaces. So let me show you what it's going to add this text right after, and it's going to add a break right after the hello. So let me show you what that looks like real quick. See, that moved down a space and then it's going to give you this, but there's only one, but there's no break there. See, there's one little space because you pressed enter, and enter doesn't do anything after that first enter. It doesn't create any more spaces or anything. So what else can I show you? Okay, one more thing that I can show you for this very basic video is how to set the background color of a web page. So you're just going to go BG, background color, all one word, equals, and put a quotation mark. And then there's 2 different ways that you can do this. You can type in a normal color, it recognizes most of them, like say I want green. and then you gotta put the end quotation there, and that needs to be in between these two angle brackets of the body. So right after body, this isn't a tag, this is a command, or this is actual code right there. So then obviously you need to save it, go back to your web page, and boom, it's green. Now one more cool thing that I noticed, I don't know, but you can go to this HTML color code, type in HTML color code picker or whatever into Google, and then it should be the first thing that pops up, and it's going to give you this code. It's going to look like hashtag 12345 or something. Might actually only be 4 numbers, but you're going to scroll down until you get to the HTML codes. So that's going to give you a different color. See, that's actually a darker green. That's some of the basics, and I guess what I'll show you is this thing. If you want a paragraph, if you want this to be a paragraph, so say that I want this HTML code picker, say I want that to be a paragraph, another tag you can use for that is P, but this is a tag, so it needs a closing. The only thing that's going to look like a tag that doesn't need a closing is this BR. It just makes a break, and then obviously whenever you close off a tag, you're going to need a backslash and then the same thing. So as you can see here, you have title, but with a backslash before it. Then you have HTML, and anything that's surrounded in the brackets. This is like extra stuff all right here. So I hope this has been helpful. This is really basics of it, but I thought it'd just be interesting. It's something that I learned, and I thought it'd be really interesting for you guys to know. So, alright, thanks for watching. Peace.